Hello and welcome back to Second Take Movies, a podcast where we give movies a second look, second chance, a second take, if you will. I'm your host, Preston Jenkinson, and joining me, as always, is my co-host, Jake Twito.
Yo, what up, bro? Throwing that fade, getting them on the shade. What up, bro?
That's certainly an intro.
Blocking the haters.
Blocking the haters, yeah.
Blocking the haters, baby.
It's better than the ocarina from last week.
Ooh, you know what? I have a wooden flute.
A wooden flute.
I won't get it. I'll save that for next week. I'm going to figure it out.
Keyboards, guitars, all kind of stuff back there, but he's like, wooden flute. Oh, here it comes.
No.
Mission Impossible, The Rogue Nation. Oh, yeah. Subscribe, by the way.
I saw this one in theaters, man.
I did too.
More than I thought. I thought I didn't see any of these. I love this movie. It was great. It was fun. It was cool. Yeah. Whenever you've got a flute that becomes a gun.
Yeah.
Hey,
a flute.
This is a bomb.
A trumpet. A piece of guardrail. You know.
It's great.
Good times had by all. Mission Impossible: Rogue Nation. The story: Ethan and his team take on their most impossible mission yet. They have to eradicate an international rogue organization as highly skilled as they are and committed to destroying the IMF.
This is where I was like, was the IMF a thing even? I was so confused this entire time.
Well, I think they got disbanded halfway through at the beginning of this movie.
Okay.
But then they're back in the next one. Yeah, it's just a really good. It's really good. Rebecca Ferguson is the best.
Yeah, she was great. And Simon Pegg pulled it through.
Yeah, Simon Pegg's good. Everybody's good in this.
Yeah, I'm no complaints, bub.
The positive, Drew McWeeny from Hit Fix. Yes, Drew McWeeny.
Wait. McQueenie or Weenie?
McWeeny.
I like this guy.
I would argue this may be the funniest of all the films overall, and with Robert Elswit shooting it, it's absolutely gorgeous with crisp, clean action choreography that you can actually see.
I will say it scales up with what you see. Not that the other movies are bad, but you can tell a visual difference, I think, in this movie.
Oh, yeah. It looks so much different than the rest of the movies.
Yeah. And I think that's where, when you and I talked originally, and even the first movie, I was like, don't these restart here?
Kinda.
Alec Baldwin gets in there. But
this is the first one where it's like
they're moving to an end.
The next four movies kind of all
we got four more left.
No, well, we can only watch two more, but
okay.
Because the fourth one is, I assume, still in theaters.
Almost saw it this weekend.
You should.
I was unfortunately working.
You should. Why you work? Don't work on the weekends. But anyway, negative review from Cineview, and no author attributed to it. By the third act, all the stone-stepping plot points that get us from set piece A to set piece B start to wear thin. And again, I say, the story is very simple, in all of these movies.
If you know these movies, you're watching, it's to be expected.
The action makes up for, the lack of, a real plot, I would say.
What's the, oh, no, I know what, okay, we're good. I was like, what's the big action Tom Cruise sequence? It's him holding his breath.
Well, no, it was actually, this one was sold on the airplane at the beginning of the movie.
Oh, that was this movie. Holy crap. Yeah. Sorry, I thought that was the last one. Yeah. Yeah. Woohoo.
Because it opens, they're already in the middle of a mission.
That's right.
They're trying.
I knew that. I just wanted to segue into the beginning. That's all. Yeah.
They get Luther to help them connect to a satellite so they can connect to this thing, but everything's locked down. So Tom Cruise appears out of nowhere in a suit and jumps onto the plane, and that was in all the marketing was him holding onto the side of a plane
dude,
And
with restraints and anything else, whatever, I wouldn't do this.
well, I mean, he's tethered to the plane in real life. Like had an argument with a buddy the other night, and I was like, well, yes, he's strapped in on a lot of these things, but even an actor of his caliber shouldn't be doing that. Like, it's still a stunt, you know.
Well, to even show the like no fear,
Yes,
I'm amazed at the acting skill to
the
be.
talent to also act and do that.
Yeah,
Because like in Dead Reckoning, spoiler alert, he jumps off of a mountain on a dirt bike and drops the dirt bike and parachutes down. That's actually him in the shot acting and parachuting down.
I've seen that clip. I didn't realize that was actually him.
Yes. I mean, anything in any of these movies, it's him.
And that's probably why he deserves an Oscar, even if it's an honorary one with Dolly
Yeah.
Parton.
My question is, how do we get him and Jackie Chan in a movie?
Dude, I got it in my notes. My notes are like before Jackie Chan gets too old.
Yes.
I mean, we had Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee.
Yes.
That was dope. You ever seen that movie?
Chuck Norris. Oh, yeah.
It makes me feel like a man. Well, it makes me feel like a woman. Well, it makes me feel like a loser because.
Can I say something and not get hated?
Chuck Norris is overrated.
Both him and Bruce Lee are.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're definitely like, you know, hey, Sambo, no one hate me. I love them. They're great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying they didn't make great movies.
No. Little overrated. Just a little.
Like this whole like mythos around, especially around Bruce Lee, of like, oh, he was this great fighter. He's good at fight.
That's not
He's
once
good
upon
at
a time in
fighting on
Hollywood
screen.
ruled.
Yeah, he's good at fighting on screen. That's about it.
Yeah. These hands, they'll register weapons.
Yeah, like the scene, like everybody's mad about that scene in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and I'm
It
like,
was perfect. It's exactly how the dude act. I think you can find footage behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Well, not a lot of behind the scenes footage, but like
the dude was kind. I mean, I understand his daughter getting mad at that scene. Like, if somebody tried to shit on my dead dad, I'd be like, wait, what the fuck? But like,
yeah, my dad sucks at coaching football. No, he doesn't. I don't know anything about football.
well, I mean, just go by his record, I guess. I don't know what to tell you.
Pretty good.
Yeah. But anyway, Tom Cruise is on a plane. Ethan Hunt is on a plane.
That scene
rules,
dude, when Benji's trying to open the gates, the doors, opens the wrong one. That sequence when he finally opens the right door and Tom Cruise bounces in might be some of the funniest effects I've ever seen in my life.
And this is probably the best opening of a Mission Impossible.
100%. Definitely up there.
Because like it's great, like when he pulls that parachute and gets that package off the plane.
It's so good.
And it cuts into the Mission Impossible music in the credits and everything.
Perfect transition of crazy action, humor, suspense. Like that, I feel like they hit the formula in the first 10 minutes of this movie flawlessly.
It's so good.
Which is kind of funny. Like, man, I'm gonna mess this up. I know that Dark Knight Rises came out way before this, right?
2012.
I feel like the plane sequence at the beginning versus this plane sequence, it's just funny. That plane sequence is just intense. It's flawless. It is perfect. There are 5 the best opening scenes in movies where I'm like, no one can fight me on this. This is it, and that's there. This one's not in that list, but it's
close,
perfect. But again, what amazed me, like, it's every genre that this movie does is shown in 10 minutes.
Yes.
So, like, if you're new to this, right away, you know what you're watching. There's some funny, there's some suspense, there's some thriller, there's some action. Like, it's perfect. Like, great.
And people always compare these to Fast and Furious for some reason. I think it's just like the number of movies in the franchise. But Tom Cruise cares more
about his family.
Yeah, well, he cares more about the audience, I guess.
Right. The audience is his family.
Yeah. This is a way better franchise, and this made way more money.
Yeah. And never mind.
Next, he goes into an old record store in London and gets a new mission with some different code phrases passed back and forth, and it's like, all right.
I was like, what is going on? Did I miss him?
He gets a new mission on a record player that says he's got to stop the rogue nation, but oh no, the Syndicate, as they're called, have given him his mission, as it were. And
that dude's voice just cracks me up,
man. You're going to go outside and find a piece of plastic. Ethan was there again.
This mission will explode in your face, just like my face will explode.
He was really good in the Michael Fassbender Macbeth movie.
I hadn't seen that yet, man. I need to.
It's very good. So is the Denzel Washington.
And that guy's a phenomenal actor. I'm not making fun of him. He is. He did great in this. I mean, like,
yeah. So he gets gassed in the booth, and now he's kind of like on the run. And the CIA is bringing the IMF in front of Congress or whoever subcommittee. I don't know.
Hold on. And that guy's in Green Knight, right?
Yes, he plays King Arthur.
Okay, sorry. It just dawned on me. I was going like, where do I really know him from of late? And that's it. Okay. Sick.
Played, what else was he in?
He was in The Goob. I know that for sure.
I don't know what that is.
That's a weird movie. Don't worry about it.
Yes. So Ethan's on the run. CIA's looking for him. Benji's getting lie detector tests every day while playing Halo at work.
What? I guess the re-release had just come out. I don't know, but
it was Halo ODST had just come out, and I guess Microsoft paid a lot of money to feature the Xbox in this, or just was he playing on PC, Xbox?
I don't know. PC. It's like the Xbox app.
He wasn't playing. There's no way he's playing it on his work PC. I don't know what the PCs at the CIA can do, but
I do.
You're not playing Halo on that.
Yeah. So Benji was getting a lot of this movie is just delightful. It's just fun. It's stupid. It's so great. The characters you like, they just make them shine.
And there's a scene where like, they think they've tracked where he is, and he's actually watching from a different place. It's almost like that scene in The Equalizer with Denzel, where it's kind of the same thing, where it's like, they're about to bust on where he's at, but he's actually watching from a different place.
Have you watched all those movies?
Yeah.
God, I love them. They're so good.
Equalizer 2 was forgettable, but
3 though.
3 is amazing.
Yeah, 1 and 3.
1 is absolutely the best. Of that
just like Taken, like you're introduced to it, it's a shock. So Benji gets tickets to go to Vienna. Yeah. He's randomly mailed these, and he's dropped off. So,
which I would be suspicious of.
Which I think during this time, I think we've skipped over. Like we meet the Bone Doctor, we meet hottie body girl.
Yes. Because after he gets gassed, he is brought into this interrogation room where he's handcuffed to a pole, and Rebecca Ferguson comes in.
Dude, I get it, but I'm so tired of this. In real life, you just put a bullet in his head and walk away.
Well, I think they didn't initially want to kill him.
Okay.
That wasn't their main goal in that scene.
Trying to corrupt him, I guess, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, they wanted him to join, like, whatever that character's name was, that's head of the syndicate, wanted Ethan to join. Lane. Solomon Lane. He wanted him to join the syndicate.
Okay.
And Rebecca Ferguson is a double agent within the syndicate for the British government.
Isla Faust.
She looks so great in this movie, too.
Again, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you, man, I see girls in movies now.
Mm-hmm.
I bet you Preston would watch that girl read a phone book.
I would.
There's been many a times in my life I've said that out loud. And not with my wife around, like people that don't know you, and they're going,
"What are you talking about?
Who are you? What's happening?" I went, "I have a podcast. It's called Second Take Movies. You should come listen to it. You'd understand." And then you can just subscribe and leave comments. Mm-hmm. Tell us what you think.
Exactly. Yeah. So he doesn't like if that's Tom Cruise doing this stunt, kudos to him. Like the amount of core power that he has to kick up that pole.
I think he did it. I think he did all that, dude.
And just that's amazing. Like that's him, and he's in his 50s at this point in this movie.
I'm in my 30s,
and I can never do that.
I don't think it will ever happen. Unless I do steroids, but
so they take out all those guys in the room, and then she lets him get away, and that's when they're looking for him.
The only thing I'm gonna tell you negativity I have for this movie, they have the same gimmick way too many times of her. Oh, he just got away.
Yes, yeah, she.
No, you what? Clearly, you helped him. Like it's very clear,
very obvious.
I think Lane knows it, but
he just knows that Ethan's his best bet to get what he needs later on. So yeah, the CIA look for him. They do the fake out of like he's in a different place, and
Benji's going to Vienna.
And so yes, we pick up with Benji in Vienna going to the opera,
and we start seeing scans of people walking in. We don't know who's who. Flutes are getting assessed. Buttholes are getting checked. People are fingering each other's butts.
I don't think that happened.
Which one did you watch? The director's cut? The Scientology version.
There's a fun like thing where that fake brochure he's got is like a PC. It's like paper, but
that was so cool, dude.
So stuff like that is fun. However, this past weekend I watched Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare with my parents.
Ooh, yeah.
And it had been a while since I'd seen it. And after watching that, I was like, I want more spy movies like that.
I do too.
Give me like 40s, 50s.
Dude, Guy Ritchie, go make those movies.
Give me like Cold War spy movies where you can't rely on satellite tracking and cell phones and facial recognition.
I'm going to tell you a story, which I can legally tell, but I'm not. If I say a name, I might need you to do something. Dude, the best thing in the world to me ever, I used to work with a guy that was a battery expert. Batteries run missiles. So one of his longest standing job was missile stuff. He just made the battery. He didn't make the missile. And he's talking about the... You know what? Anyways, I've changed my mind. I just really thought about what I'm about to say out loud.
I'll just cut that whole thing.
Nah, I leave it in. It's good. Let them know I'm crazy. But yeah, I wish there's more spy. Like, I feel like spy movies were really cool, and now they're not.
Yeah.
Like, why? Like, zombies took over, I guess.
Like, spy movies are way more cool when they have to rely on their wits, and like they're using these huge briefcases, and like that's what I want them to do with the new series of James Bond.
Yeah, dude, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy that.
Take it back in time.
Let it be. Don't worry about the hotties and big wienered actors. Like, let's make this a very clever, insightful. Like, Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy is incredible.
I haven't seen that whole movie. I've seen part of it. I haven't finished it.
It's a hard watch too. Like, it is. It's not the funnest. I fell asleep the first time I watched it. I'm gloating about it, but like I fell asleep, but it's awesome. But yeah, like Ungentlemanly Warfare, more of that. I'm a huge. I don't like Nazis. Okay, look, hey, on this podcast, we don't stand for.
We can bravely say that we hate Nazis
all the way. Like, Nazis, no home on this podcast.
No good.
But like I don't know, the Cold War Nazis. Yeah. Give me sweet spy stuff with that, dude. Like, and there's stories there. There's real stories they could quote tell. So
yeah.
But
this time they're looking for people in the audience. They're doing facial recognition, looking for Solomon Lane in the audience.
Little did they know is there's some people walking around elsewhere.
I think it's the Austrian Prime Minister, German Prime Minister, one of those two. Is they plan to assassinate him. And they see a guy going backstage that looks kind of suspect that turns a flute into a rifle, and Ilsa, played by Rebecca Ferguson, shows up in an amazing yellow dress. And
you mean the Wolverine dress?
Yeah.
I kept yelling at Logan watched it with me. I was like, Wolverine.
She gets something like a rifle out of one of the guardrails that's up there that was planted, and she sets up in a piece of scenery that's in the opera, and Ethan and the other guy have like a fight on a catwalk, and Ethan eventually just shoots the Prime Minister in the shoulder.
Loved it. That was the dopest thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pow! Gotcha.
Yeah. To basically erase suspicion from her. And so he finally meets up with Ilsa, and then they find a way out of the opera. And
how did they? Yeah, they got out in a car. Sick rooftop escapes. It was dope. Mm-hmm. Everyone saw her just following him behind him. He's not making her follow.
Mm-hmm.
So why would they believe movie?
He keeps some lipstick because she's like, you have everything to know to find me, and they throw her out of the car. And the prime ministers of Germany, of Austria, of whoever, which one, his car explodes. So there was a failsafe to kill him on the way out. And Benji and Ethan hole up in a safe house somewhere, and Ethan just explains the whole thing. Like, hey, there's a syndicate that has like these missing or dead, supposedly dead operatives from around the world, and they're trying to take down different governments, and they're trying to take down us, and so I'm trying to take down them.
Is this the boat that they hop in?
I think so. I think it's on a boat.
Yeah, it's a boat.
It's a lot like the train car from the last movie.
Yeah, still rad. I want to live in a boat.
Right,
boy. Yep. Do I want to live in a boat? Sure do.
That's like in Ocean's 12 when they raised up that house in Amsterdam.
God, I can hear the music from that moment.
That's my like big fantasy in life, is to be a part of a heist.
What are you doing next Tuesday?
I'll be at work.
Not anymore. Now you work for me. We're gonna conquer the world.
Conquer the world.
So Luther gets talked. Well, yeah, Luther gets talked into the mix from William Brandt, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah, him and their dynamic back and forth was pretty good.
So great. It's so great.
I would watch like a short film about their journey to Morocco.
I agreed. I have a note that said, well, Jeremy Renner did a Bourne Identity spinoff. Could they do a Mission Impossible spinoff of this buddy cop?
Which I want us probably at the end of the year is when we'll do the Bourne movies.
Something's wrong coming on my head. Something wrong's getting on my bed. That's the theme song from
that movie. I recently watched it again. That movie is not that bad.
The first one?
No, the Jeremy Renner.
Oh no, it rules. It's good. It's just it wasn't what the fans
at the time. I was like, but like watching it again, I'm like, no, this is probably the same quality.
It's just not what people wanted. I think it's that like
he wasn't Matt Damon. He wasn't Jason Bourne.
No, No, he wasn't. Yeah. But it was awesome. It was dope. I loved it.
But we're talking about Tom Cruise and Mission Impossible.
Yeah, and Tom Cruise has got teeth. He's got a tooth in the middle of his face.
They make it to Morocco.
Yeah.
In Casablanca. And Rebecca Ferguson's learning.
Casablanca. Is Casablanca Morocco? No.
It is?
It is?
Yes, because she says, welcome to Casablanca.
It's been a great podcast. You can find us on Twitter and
Casablanca, also a great movie.
I've never seen it.
Wonderful.
I've got a list of old movies that I want to watch. I want to be in a good headspace to watch it.
That's like Lawrence of Arabia is on Max, and I really want to watch that. I've
never seen it. I want to watch that. The Maltese Falcon.
Yeah.
Casablanca.
HBO Max is which it's going to be called again here in the next month or so.
Citizen Kane.
Ooh, I've seen that.
Never seen them, any of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm like, I'll appreciate it, but
I really, and it's probably not going to be made available on digital because Francis Ford Coppola owns all the rights, but I really want to see Megalopolis just to see what kind of dumpster fire it is.
Well, I watched it. It's great.
Great. I have to know.
It's so great. It's so bad. It's so bad.
I know it is, and it's like I've seen.
Honestly, I didn't mind it.
I've seen several clips, and I'm like, I have to see this dumpster fire from start to finish.
The amount of money that was spent. There are certain CGI moments where I go, how?
Yeah, the effort was not put into the CGI.
No.
He even fired his entire visual effects department because he was like, I don't know what Megalopolis looks like. How would you know? It's like, well, I'm trying to help you, you crazy old coot.
But you know what? You know who did help somebody? Faust, when they got to Casablanca, let Ethan and Benji know that Solomon Lane's a rogue MI6 agent.
Yeah. And there's a lockbox in a specific vault that has a liquid cool security array. Boy, it's a lot of setup just to say
movies, baby.
We can't take any metal like oxygen tanks down there, and you have to hold your breath. My one thing with it is, can we not do the hold your breath heist before we do the actual walk in to do all the scan stuff? Why do they have to be done at the same time?
I think at some point the system detects the profile change.
Okay.
So it has to be like,
okay,
you kind of have like a one walk in, and then, oh, that's not a real profile.
I
assume that wasn't in the movie. That was my assumption of how they talked.
Okay. Well, that does make sense. But if it wasn't explained in the movie, I'm like,
I don't think it was. I'm making that up. Guys, I'm writing the next Mission Impossible movie. It's called Mission Impossible, Possible Mission.
I mean, I understand coming up with like, we need tension in this scene, so we have to get this profile in at the exact right time. But, Ethan, of course, is tasked with holding his breath for longer than 5 minutes and replacing the profile, and Benji almost got to wear a mask again.
I thought he was going to, dude. I was pumped. I'm like, hey, put him in wound.
No mask for Benji this movie. They get in, of course, they get the data. Ilsa Faust, Rebecca Ferguson, betrays them again.
Oh, no way. You didn't think she was going to? Oh. No.
Then we have an amazing motorcycle chase.
Oh, so good.
Tom Cruise skins his knee into jeans. Like it's an excuse for Tom Cruise to drive a motorcycle in a movie yet again. But God, it's amazing.
I have a problem with people that are like, I'm rich. I want to do this because I can. Mm-hmm. Tom Cruise does that, and I go, heck yeah, I'm in. I don't care. Like, this is rad, dude.
I'm rich, and I can, and I'm doing it for the audience. So fuck y'all.
God, it's so good, man. I loved it. That whole sequence was just money. I mean, my notes. I wrote a note that said none. Just
none.
So good.
Yeah. So eventually, everyone crashes their motorcycle, Ilsa gets away though and goes back to London to try to trade that information for coming in from her assignment, and her handler, Chief Atlee, of the British intelligence, was like,
and Benji's copied that data.
Yes, they have copied the data before.
I feel like it's a throwback to the original first movie's floppy disks.
But what they find out about the data is it's a red box. It can only be opened by the Prime Minister of England with like a voice phrase, fingerprints, handprint, I think.
What are you talking about? Anybody could scan their credit card and rent a movie. And nowadays, it's just a disposal unit. Anybody could do that if they wanted to. Redbox is universal.
Yeah.
I want to watch Penguins in Alaska today. I'm going to Redbox.
It's an eye scan, a handprint, and a voice phrase that he has to put in. So their plan is to drug the Prime Minister with tranquilizers and do that.
This whole ending sequence was so good. Like, I love the deception of everything. I didn't even though I've seen this before, I forgot it. I got to the point where I was like, who's who? What's happening? What's going on? It's perfect, man. It was so fun.
Tom Cruise impersonates Chief Atlee to get the Prime Minister to say, I thought we scrapped that idea.
And then Alan Hunley goes, ooh, it's real trap.
I love I have to look up the description of what he calls Ethan Hunt because it's so over the top. Please, Hunt is uniquely trained, highly motivated, a specialist without equal, and immune to any countermeasures. There is no secret he cannot extract, no security he cannot breach, no person he cannot become. He has most likely anticipated this very conversation and is waiting to strike in whatever direction you move. Ethan Hunt is the living manifestation of destiny, and he has made you his mission. Like, that's like, we get it.
But I love it. I love it as this new guy's like, let me tell you about Ethan Hunt. No.
Yeah. And in that moment, that's when Ethan tranks the Prime Minister of England and then reveals himself as Chief Atlee. And then Chief Atlee comes in the room and tranks him as well. And then they get all the information for the Red Book, and then once they get all the information, they find out that Benji's been kidnapped.
Yeah. I couldn't remember when that occurrence goes down. Yeah. So now they have to hit the old exchange-o because Benji's got a bomb on them.
So what Ethan Hunt decides to do is memorize all the bank account numbers, amounts, all that within seconds.
I mean, I hate the Rain Man thing.
Yeah.
In movies. Oh, Tom Cruise was in Rain Man.
He sure was.
Tom Cruise is acting in that is so believable. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know what it is. It's his face. It's how I don't know what it is, but something like, no, he actually knows it. Like, he actually memorized all those. I believe it fully. But
within like a few minutes. And then he meets Ilsa is also there. She's the one that
sorry.
She's been also like kidnapped as well because she brought a blank to Solomon Lane after Chief Atlee deleted all that stuff that would implicate him.
Yep.
As starting the syndicate without the permission of the Prime Minister. So he's having a conversation through Benji because he's got a contact in his eye and like a thing, and there's a back and forth, and Ethan proves that he has the account numbers by writing one of them down, and he says, I'll give you like $10 million to let Benji go. So Benji gets out of there, and then it's a foot chase through the streets of London.
And straight to the old Tower of London at that, too.
Yeah.
Where him and Faust, like, here's my problem with these movies. I don't think I've seen the ones after this. Ethan Hunt's villains he fights are like old wimpy guys.
That guy kind of is, yes.
Yeah, like you should be able to, ask him to.
Dude, the next movie.
Who's the villain?
Oh, it's Mr. Henry Cavill himself.
Oh, I've seen this movie. Oh, got to reload the fists.
That entire movie from start to finish is almost perfect to me. It might be my favorite of these movies.
Can we just Henry Cavill? I don't think he's made he's not a huge actor.
No.
I think he deserves it completely. That dude rules, dude.
I mean, he made a name for himself with Superman when he played Superman.
Yeah. Yeah, but now he's the reject Superman.
Kind of.
I don't know. Henry Cavill, that guy, I don't know, man. He's a nerd's nerd.
He can't build a PC to save his life, but
that was embarrassing. I mean,
bless him. Like he put that online. He's like, hell, I don't know what I'm. He even said, I don't know what I'm doing.
I loved it.
I'm just trying.
I watched that and I went, I'm not gay, but I think I love this guy.
Like he's in he's in a tank top and.
Yeah. What else was he wearing?
Yeah,
I don't remember. What was his facial hair for that one? I don't remember. Was it just shaved?
Probably a little.
Did he have a mustache and curled? What? Did he?
After this chase through, after this chase through London,
they have the greatest cat mouse trap ever.
It's pretty great.
There's a hole in the ground, and Ethan falls in it and crawls, and the guy follows him.
And a clear, bulletproof, 3-inch glass, I guess. And so they gas him with the same stuff he was gassed with at the beginning of the movie. They push it over onto a truck, and off goes Solomon Lane to prison. And Alec Baldwin is the new secretary of the IMF. And we all walk off into the sunset.
8-1, great, loved it, fun.
It's probably a 9 for me, but it's so good,
so dope. I don't have a lot of notes amongst others normal film bullcrap stuff.
The next one is even better than this. I feel.
Yeah, I forgot I've watched this. Now I'm like, oh, I can't wait to watch that again.
One of the times I watched it was when I got my wisdom teeth taken out a couple years ago.
You on nitrous?
I had been on nitrous, and I was on some Vicodin or some other kind of pain pills, and I was like, "This is the greatest movie ever."
I was about to make a Kanye West joke, but if you didn't get it, I didn't want to make it, so I'm not. Yeah.
No notes.
No notes.
No notes. So what you watching? What you playing? What you reading? What you doing?
I watched Angels in the Outfield.
What just a delightful movie.
Preston, it's the most depressing movie as an adult.
It probably is. I watched it as a kid and was like, "Oh, this is fun."
We watched it. It's not been available anywhere. It just became available last week somewhere.
It's on Disney Plus.
Well, I bought it. I don't care. I bought it and said I'm not losing it. Hey, Adrian Brody.
Yeah, he's in that movie.
Adrian Brody, Matthew McConaughey.
I need to watch it again.
There's 10 actors. This was their start almost.
I have to look this up.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt's the main character.
Of course, yeah, I remember that because he parlayed that in The Third Rock from the Sun.
As a kid, you don't really pick up that his dad abandoned
as a piece of shit. Yeah,
flat. I watched it. I cried, and it's how's a kid didn't I pick up on this? And it's because I'm thinking that the Angels are so cool.
Holy shit, Adrian Brody.
Yes.
McConaughey.
Yep.
Tony Danza, Danny Glover.
Every big name.
Dermot Mulroney.
It holds up, man. What a good. It holds up if you grew up in the 90s.
It could happen.
God, dude, you said that with the perfect dictation.
Mm-hmm.
I think I see him.
It could happen.
Dude, that kid, Roger.
Yeah.
I
might actually watch that tonight because
it is so worth it. you probably aren't as big of a wiener as I am. Like, I teared up so often of like, oh my god.
Everything gets me nowadays. I don't know what happened.
It's because we're in menopause, bro. We're no longer making eggs. We're making sperm.
Yeah.
What did I just say?
I don't know.
Yeah, so watch that. I've been watching Welcome to Wrexham. I started Stick on Apple TV.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. I mean, it's an Owen Wilson thing.
It's like the golf version of Ted Lasso?
Pretty much.
That's what I've been told.
Yeah. Man, that's probably it, man. I haven't had a life lately, so that's pretty much all I've watched.
Well, like I said, I watched The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
God, so good, man.
What else? Ooh, last night I watched Deep Cover on Prime. It's got Bryce Dallas Howard, Orlando Bloom, and the Indian guy from Ted Lasso. I think he's Indian. If he's not, I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry. I know what you're talking about. I have not seen. Is it good?
Yes.
Movie or a show?
It's a movie. It's hilarious.
Deep Cover?
I think it's called that.
Sorry, I'm just making sure. I think I've
it's Deep Cover.
Yeah, Nick Mohammed. He's actually he's UK. I think his parents are from. He's from England. He's from
Leeds. He's British, but like
but I think he's Indian descent.
Yeah,
he's Indian or Pakistan. That's so awful.
That's why I said if he's not either one of those things, I'm sorry.
We're Americans. We don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. We see a brown guy and we're like,
hold on. No, his dad's from Trinidad.
Okay.
He's Turkish, essentially.
Oh, well, we're just wrong all the way around.
I mean, we're in the middle.
We still love you.
We're American. Yeah, whatever. Yeah. That's great.
What else? That's pretty much it too. Like, there's nothing coming other than 28 Years Later comes out this weekend. I won't be able to see it.
Have you? So okay,
I don't know if I'll be able to catch that in theaters.
Yeah. I know we've texted. Have you seen any of those?
I recently. I mean, you texted me about 28 Days Later.
Yeah.
I recently saw that not too long ago.
Okay. Yeah, I want to. Is it this weekend?
Yeah, it's this Friday.
Dude, I might.
I really want to see that, but I don't think I'll make it to the theater to see it.
I've worked like 12-hour days for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And Friday I'm off. And I think I might just go by myself and see it.
You should do it.
I'm going to get a whole bucket of popcorn, dump it in my mouth, and pour Coke on myself, and bring mini bottles of Fireball and watch it.
I'm going to meet my girlfriend and her family at the beach this weekend. They've been there all week. So.
Which beach? Myrtle?
Ocean Isle.
Ooh, now we're talking, baby. Nice. That'd be fun, dude.
And the next week, 2 weeks from that, I will be in Cherry Grove for my family's beach trip.
That's I love Cherry Grove, man. That's a cool. Yeah. Look, my wife has her family has a beach house there, on the inlet. It's just peaceful. Like, I don't know. I need to.
The house that they're staying in is on the Intercoastal Waterway.
Yeah.
So it has like a dock behind it.
Yeah. You should send me where that is. I'm curious.
I will.
Don't announce this on the podcast because the guy that thinks my mustache hairs are,
that comment was not well typed out, but
Oh, I don't care. I felt great. I'm
just glad that a short I made got more views than other ones.
I was stoked. I'm not gonna lie, man. I needed a win today, and that thing just was like,
it's at almost 1,000 at this point.
I don't like that though.
And it's one that I made. It wasn't one that Riverside's AI said should happen. So fuck y'all.
Whoa, I love AI. They're friends of mine. We're all good. Don't listen. Don't worry. You could improve. We'll help you.
That's it for this week.
Yeah.
Next week, it's Fallout with Henry Cavill and his mustache that I started growing one years ago and was like, I want to look like Henry Cavill with the stubble and the mustache. Not quite the same jawline, but who cares?
Okay, look. Let me ask this. This is gonna be really weird, and you feel free to cut this. But as a guy, you ever see an actor and you're like, I'm gonna work hard. I want to look at that guy. Like, I want to copy that.
Yeah.
I saw Chris Evans, Captain America,
and then you realize it's impossible without all the time off in the world and Marvel paying you to work out,
dude,
and giving you steroids.
Right when I got married, I was the best shape I'd ever been in my life, and I followed Chris Evans' workout plan.
It's impossible.
It was, and it was way too expensive. I couldn't afford it. It was just there's no way, and I had to work 8 hours a day at least. I was working.
I'm lucky to get a 30-minute workout in the mornings. So
yeah. Hey, if you've got workout tips, you've got anything, hit us up on our Instagram, YouTube, wherever.
Yeah. Next week is the Fallout. So if you have a suggestion for a movie we should do, you can send that to Second Take moviespod at gmail.com. You can follow us at Second Take Movies on Instagram and leave all the comments and subscribe everywhere you can do with that. Jake, you got any final words for the people?
Just one more follow-up. I just want the people to know. That's the song of the sound. I don't know.
We'll see you next week.
Yeah, bye.